Welcome to North Valley's Real Estate. I'm your host, Thomas O'Boyle.
And I'm Joyce Egbert-Palmer with Realty One Group Eminence in Reno, Nevada. I've been with Realty One and I've also been in the industry for 10 years. We're here to bring you some local news about real estate, what's going on. We'll have experts in the field. And let's tell us about a little bit about what we're going to do today.
Yeah, this show, we'll talk about everything that's real estate from Stead to Rancho Haven and everything in between. It's a busy market, and you said right now things aren't really staying on the market very long.
No, it's very quick. They're going into contract within 22 days. Some even, don't last a day or two.
Yeah, it's a very good market, and we're a rural community, and that's what we like to see, that, the houses are going, but we're staying the way we are.
Right, we are. And we do have more buyers than sellers, so we are getting sometimes 2 and 3 offers on one home. So
we have a lot of people moving to the area.
We do.
Yeah.
We have quite a few. They're coming from a lot of the western states, but surprisingly also from the East Coast as well, from the Northeast. They've been severely affected, so I imagine we will have more coming from that area as well.
And I heard a stat recently. They said about the next 10 years, possibly 65,000 people will move to Reno.
Yes, there will be. And we have news that maybe that Tesla may move out of Fremont, California, and come here. So that would be huge. That's going to spur a lot more growth.
And that, they already have their production facility, so that would bring a lot of the professional jobs.
It would.
Which would bring a need for the higher end homes and things that they would be looking for, correct?
Right, that is correct.
And so we'll cover everything. Like I said, homes in Stead, homes in Red Rock, Cold Springs. And with Cold Springs, do you think there's much of a difference when you're buying a home, say, at Exit 80 compared to Exit 83?
Not typically. As we move south, maybe instead there is a little bit difference in price. But I'd like to encourage our audience to email us their questions. So from week to week, we'll figure out which questions we want to take. We'll probably have room for maybe 3 questions every week. So if you've got a real estate question or a lending question or somebody you've heard before, just email us.
Exactly. And, the one good thing with Cold Springs, we have the new elementary school coming.
Yes.
And that's going to be big for out here because it relieves the stress on the other schools, correct?
Yes, it does. And that's supposed to be open in 2021. And they're doing a lot of work now, moving a lot of dirt, and you can see the progress every day.
And I understand they're down to the final 3 names, so
yes,
it's almost named. And, with Rancho Haven and Red Rock, it allows for homes out there, people with horse property and UTV access right out to the ranges, right?
That's correct. And a lot of people have their businesses. They like acres so they can park their vehicles if they have a business, especially the service industries like plumbing, landscaping. They like those bigger acreages so they can park all of their vehicles that they use for service.
And each week we'll take a look at about 4 homes, and we'll have a featured home. So why don't we take a look at our featured home this week?
Okay, great. Let's get started. This is our featured home on North Valley Real Estate. 18671 Crystal Peak Court in Woodland Village. It was completed in 2019, and this gently lived-in home is better than buying a brand new home. 1,730 square foot home. All the work is done for you. $30,000 in upgrades, including front landscaping, a concrete RV pad, and large RV access gate. In the backyard, smooth slate patio and outside speakers. California closets in most of the bedrooms and laundry room. Surround sound and epoxy garage floors and garage shelving. Walking paths are just at the end of the cul-de-sac. BLM is close by to ride your toys and close to the Village Grill restaurant and park. This home is listed by Bree Forrester, Dixon Realty, downtown. Listed price is $360,000. It was a beautiful home, and all the work is done. It's just turnkey move in, and just over a year old.
Yeah, exactly. So, on this segment, let's talk about some of the stats going on up here in the North Valleys area.
Okay, great. Houses are moving pretty quickly. So we'll do Cold Springs first, just Cold Springs area. And our median price, that means if all the homes that have sold, we take an average of the prices, and the average price is $372,000, which is pretty substantial.
It's a good for this area, though.
It is good. It's come up quite a bit.
Very rural-based community.
Yes. And the homes, if you want to know how long it would take to get an offer accepted, say you put your house on the market, right now we're 22 days to an accepted offer, and then usually another 30. So if you're looking to sell, you would probably plan on being on out of your house in 60 days or less.
Would 22 days be considered fast for this area?
That's very quick. That's very quick. It indicates a seller's market. And right now we have 24 active listings that are available on the market. Of course, they're always going into contract. There's some new ones coming on, but that's pretty good for this area. We're still short inventory. We still have more buyers than we do sellers.
So that lets them know if they want to buy a home, they need to get out there and
you need to make a decision.
They are going quick, so.
You do. If you snooze, you lose.
Right. And now, is there a big difference with Silver Knolls?
There's not too much of a difference, but Silver Knolls and Rancho Haven and Red Rock are usually larger parcels where you can have your horses, and if you just want a more laid-back lifestyle, neighbors further apart. Difference is it's about $370,000 there, and most of them are on acre parcels in Silver Knolls. When you get out to Rancho Haven, they are in 10-acre parcels. Those do have homeowners associations. And Red Rock, they can go up to 40-acre parcels out there. So
true horse properties.
Yeah.
And the UTV riders, it will lead right into that area.
Yeah, you can ride out right on your house and just be right, into BLM land just in 30 seconds. We only have 11 for sale out there.
Oh,
so if you're wanting something out there.
Are they selling as fast as the homes in Cold Springs?
A little bit longer, 33 days to contract. Not very long.
Not very long, right? But
and not everybody wants to have that much care in a yard because an acre or more is a lot of work. So you really have to really enjoy the lifestyle, like your animals and things like that, and want that rural type of home. And then we get to Stead.
And then we go a little south to Stead.
So Stead is much less expensive. Their median price there is only $325, so that's a really bargain.
And that area has got a lot of the shopping and a lot of the restaurants compared to up north here.
It does. That's very close to shopping. You're only 1 or 2 miles away from Walmart. You've got Smith's, Big Lots, Grocery Outlet. You've got AutoZone, all kinds, and O'Reilly's. Everybody's there. So you're not very far from shopping. I would say it's not walkable, but it's very, very close. So again, days to contract there are only 28 days. It does take a little longer for Stead to go to contract there, 39 days, which is unusual with the lower price.
Okay. Now, the other good thing with the Walmart there, they're building that new little retail area.
Yes.
And one of the things coming is Wingstop. I know a lot of people are excited about that, and it just brings things to the area to eat at that are different.
Right. As we continue to build, we're going to see more and more stores come. Eventually there will be shopping in Cold Springs. I think that's a ways off, but there will be a lot more development instead in that area. You see it down Military Road where they have the warehouses and apartments. There will be more apartments because we're just really becoming a really big city, and I don't think that you're going to stop a lot of the growth because we just have so many buyers coming here from other states.
Sounds good. Why don't we take a look at House 2 for today?
Let's do that. Home number 2 is at 17686 Frost Peak Court. This is a very popular floor plan in Woodland Village with 2,273 square feet in this 2-story model. 1 bedroom downstairs, the rest are upstairs. Features new remodeling throughout, RV parking, an office den, and a man cave. The backyard is meant for entertaining with a large gazebo and a deck right off the slider from the family room. This home is listed by Desiree Holland of Sierra Realty, LLC.
Have you been worried about home buying with COVID-19 lockdown? Well, Realty One Group has you covered virtually. Everything you need to stay safe together as one. Online meetings to understand your needs. You can search online for homes. You can do live home tours online. Online 3D virtual tours of your home. Or even sign your documents all virtual. Realty One Group Eminence has you covered.
From food truck to restaurant, North Valley's Hawaiian food truck favorite, Aloha Shack. Enjoy Kahlua pork cheese shell tacos, the curry burger, or even Kahlua pork nachos. Aloha Shack just off of Exit 78, open Tuesday through Saturday, 11 a.m. till 8 p.m. with a Saturday brunch served from 11 a.m. till 1 p.m. Takeout only, call 775-622-8825.
Are you too tired to cook? Tired of driving into town? Check out Fuego Habanero at Chuck's Market on the corner of Village Parkway and Cold Springs Drive. Come enjoy delicious, fresh, local, and authentic Mexican food such as carne asada street tacos, burritos, and their homemade avocado salsa. Brought to you, the customer, by us at Fuego Habanero.
Welcome back to the North Valley's Real Estate. This is Deloise with Realty One Group, Eminence in Reno, Nevada. And with me today is my guest, Brian from Guild Mortgage. Brian Cushing's been in the industry for about 16 years. He knows all kinds of things. And we're here to talk about some programs that might be pertinent to you in the Cold Springs, Stead area. So what kind of loans are out there for first-time buyers looking maybe to get into their very first home?
Yeah, well, there's a lot of programs. So, first one that comes to mind when we talk about the North Valleys, in Cold Springs specifically, the USDA Rural Housing Loan is available with no money down. It's not necessarily you have to be a first-time home buyer to get that program. You just can't own another home at the time. So, if you sold a home, you could actually buy another home with the USDA. So, but it works for first-time home buyers as well. And more traditional loans would be like an FHA, Federal Housing Administration loan, and even a Fannie Mae conventional loan with 3% down as an option.
Oh, so there's lots of programs out there.
Absolutely.
On this one that you don't have to put any money down, what would be a sales price? What would be the maximum sales price they could afford?
Well, I mean, it'll depend on their income, how much they could afford, but for sure they could, up to $400,000. They change the limit from time to time, so we could always go and double check. But a little over $400,000 is available for the USDA program, and FHA is actually a little bit more. I think it's $437,000 for that program.
Well, that's very, very generous. That would get them a very nice house. What about if somebody wanted to buy a larger parcel, say maybe 5 or 10 acres?
I mean, all the same things. It's really going to come down to an appraisal. You always have to find a like property to compare to. I've done with a conventional loan. I think it would have worked fine for an FHA or a USDA loan. I did a geodesic dome home loan one time, and it was on 40 acres. So it's really just a matter of making sure that it's going to be substantiated. The value of the property, the bulk of the value needs to come from the property, the residence where you live. The acreage is not going to gain a ton of value from an underwriting perspective, even though the acreage might be valuable for other reasons, like ranch land, for instance. From our perspective, though, we're looking at the property as a whole, mainly with what's on it. If you have a 1,000 square foot house on 70 acres and you think the 70 acres is going to be dividable later, that's not necessarily something they're going to count in the value to the home. The home's 1,000 square feet.
And with COVID-19, what are interest rates doing?
They're dropping. So the federal government's done their best to really drive the rates down, and it's working. It's for those that are still at work and still able to bring in their normal income. Their folks are qualifying for really low interest rates. I mean, we're seeing 2.99%, for instance, was readily available today.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, that's great, Brian. Again, this is Brian Cushing with Beagles Mortgage. We thank you for being here with us today to explain these. And if any of you have questions out there, just email us.
Cool. Thanks for having me.
This home at 10175 Calamaria Court in Silver Knolls is offered at asking price for $425. It's listed by Skylar Madison of Harcourt's Nevada Realty. It is on 1.33 acres and is tucked away in the trees of Silver Knolls. It's being on a dirt road and surrounded by layers of trees. This home offers lots of privacy. Do you want places for horses, all your toys, and a nice workshop in the back? This 4-bedroom, 2-bath home will give you the space to park your RV, raise your horses, with views of the Sierra. Although the beauty of the home is recognizable from the outside, you'll notice a recently updated kitchen, updated floors, and 2 fireplaces that will keep you warm and toasty in the winter. Make an appointment and come see this fabulous home. That was just a great house we saw in Calamaria that would even work for one of Brian's USDA loans if you're interested, on an acre with 0 down payment. We're back now with Maria Campos. Her and her husband, JC, own All City Lawn, fully licensed landscaping company in the North Valleys here. And we get questions from homeowners all the time saying, now that it's spring, I have these rose bushes and they just are developing all kinds of branches everywhere, so should I go out and prune them?
Right now, a lot of the rose bushes are blooming, so we always suggest for you to wait until they're done blooming, and then after they're, you see the little beautiful flower rose come out, then you could go ahead and go out there and prune those rose bushes.
Okay, so just wait now.
Yes.
While they're blooming, just wait.
Wait is the.
Is there anything that you can prune at this time of year? What other types of plants can you prune this time of year?
A lot of the fruit trees you could bloom at this time. A lot of the bushes you could bloom at this time. A lot you have the flowering plums, those kind of trees you could prune at this time.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yes.
That's great that you can prune those.
Yes.
Another question we have is, now that we're getting to where it's going to be warmer this week, is how do I make my lawn really green?
We always suggest for you to start with a fertilization package. Is that
Nitrogen?
Nitrogen.
Okay.
Oh, nitrogen. Okay. Nitrogen. You could go ahead and use something like that, and that will make your lawn very green.
Okay. What about this weed and feed that we get a lot of? Does it confuse the lawn saying I'm supposed to weed and supposed to feed at the same time, or is that an okay thing?
That's an okay thing. I mean, you could always use this fertilization. There's different kinds. But if you want to see your lawn green, this is the best one to use. There's other fertilization out there that you could buy that also has to kill the weeds with it.
Okay.
So, but most of them have it all together. You could always find something, but a lot of people love to see their lawns green. So this is one element that you should look into, and so your lawn is green.
Well, I know I do. I just have one problem. Maybe you have an answer for it. I have bunnies that eat my lawn. So is there anything I can do to fix this?
No, there is absolutely nothing that you could do to fix your bunnies killing your lawn. Eventually, there are products out there that you could buy that will help it. But if you think about it, you're going to apply this product in your lawn. Your sprinklers come on, and it's gone. So it really no. So what we suggest is that if you see them out there, just chase them. chase them off your lawn because they are going to kill your lawn. Normally what kills it is their urine and their droppings. I mean, if you see some droppings on your lawn, you have bunnies, and a lot of people, see them.
Lots of them.
Yes, yes. So eventually there's nothing that you could do. All you have to do is chase them off your lawn.
Thank you for coming today, Maria. I know we learned a lot about some landscaping. If you have any questions, send us an email. We'll be glad to get back to you on your landscaping questions. And again, thank you, Maria, for being here.
Thank you for having us. I know that a lot of people are so busy with their lives and work and everything. And if you guys need help, we're here to help. We do free estimates. We are, like you said, we are a full licensed landscaping company, and we do landscaping projects, maintenance. We do a lot of maintenance out in the North Valleys and out here, and we are always here to help, most of all.
That's great.
Have you been worried about home buying with COVID-19 lockdown? Well, Realty One Group has you covered virtually. Everything you need to stay safe together as one. Online meetings to understand your needs. You can search online for homes. You can do live home tours online. Online 3D virtual tours of your home. Or even sign your documents all virtual. Realty One Group Eminence has you covered.
Are you too tired to cook? Tired of driving into town? Check out Fuego Habanero at Chuck's Market on the corner of Village Parkway and Cold Springs Drive. Come enjoy delicious, fresh, local, and authentic Mexican food such as carne asada street tacos, burritos, and their homemade avocado salsa. Brought to you, the customer, by us at Fuego Habanero.
From food truck to restaurant, North Valley's Hawaiian food truck favorite, Aloha Shack. Enjoy Kahlua pork cheese shell tacos, the curry burger, or even Kahlua pork nachos. Aloha Shack just off of Exit 78, open Tuesday through Saturday, 11 a.m. till 8 p.m. with a Saturday brunch served from 11 a.m. till 1 p.m. Takeout only, call 775-622-8825.
Out of Reno, Nevada, 13-year-old driver Evan Rauscher.
Welcome back to the show. I'm Thomas O'Boyle.
And I'm Jalois with Realty One.
And we're going to talk about House 4 today.
Yes, this house is instead at 8955 Rising Moon. Let's take a look at it. We're going to travel over to Stead now and bring you 8955 Rising Moon. It's brought to you by Dan Brown from Kirch Realty. Prices offered at $342,000. This home is very well cared for and shows pride of ownership. It's close to shops, restaurants, parks, and schools. A fresh coat of paint, new flooring throughout, and 3 bedrooms, 2 baths. Over 1,600 feet of living space. This home shows like a model. The kitchen encompasses the great room that has a gas log fireplace to keep you warm in the winter, and a sliding glass door that leads to your private oasis of a backyard. Backyard has blooming trees, a covered deck, waiting for your backyard barbecues and family and friends. The front and backyards are fully dripped and sprinklers. In the front, grass will require very little maintenance. 3-car garage is 616 square feet to park your cars, store your toys, or can be used for extra storage space. The refrigerator also comes with the home in the kitchen, and the washer and dryer too. Shed in the backyard goes with the home as well. This is a great home to go see and priced at $342,000.
Welcome back. I'm Thomas.
I'm Deloise, and that was just a really great house.
It was.
For our last house.
And it showed the area of Stead, like you were
Yes.
saying. So we had some really good shows today. A couple good guests.
We did. It was an excellent show. I hope that everybody will join us next week and email us their questions.
Yeah, that's a good key. We wanted your questions so we can get you your answers and find out what you need. Like the one house didn't have landscaping, and our guest was a landscaping company.
Right. That backyard needed some landscaping, but the owner had done quite a bit of work in the front and had done the smooth patio in the back and was just ready for plants. It was already ready to go, but just a few plants needed to be put in there and ready to go for summer.
And as we get ready to wrap the show and we're winding down with the COVID-19 lockdown and everything, is there anything you would say to somebody looking to buy a home in the next, say, 30 to 60 days?
Well, with COVID-19, some restrictions are being eased, but for those people that don't want to actually go to a house, we're doing virtual tours. We're actually doing virtual everything. We can even do electronic signatures. I've been in photoing houses and then sending them to clients to look at. I can go around with my camera and, get way down at the baseboards and outside at the foundation. But a lot of times we have it online. That they can look at. There's a series, and we have so much electronic things nowadays that they can actually look at the house. The last one I just sold, we had an owner that moved across the country, had finished up the flooring, and we put it on the market, and the buyer was from another state, and they bought it sight unseen. And everything was signed electronically until escrow closed. They sent the papers and for original signatures, and they FedExed them. So it was a pretty seamless transition electronically.
Very nice. All right, well, thanks for joining us this week, and we'll see you next week.